All right, what's up, folks? I know it's kind of a weird angle. It's been a minute since I've done a ride video, but getting the bike warmed up, trying out a couple new things. I don't know if you can notice, I'm wearing the dreaded Schubert C3 Lite. Eventually I may do a review video on it. I have some gripes. I have some things I think are actually okay for this thing. And then I got this jacket from Redzilla. It's a weather jacket. It's like a cold weather jacket. Words. Yeah. I'll try that out. I haven't gotten to ride in with it. It's like 50 something a day, but you know, with the wind, it's gonna be colder. So hopefully I don't get all heated up. Also of note, added a couple really cool stickers. I've had this on one of my other bikes. Got one from Philzilla. I just got a Brapstar sticker in one of my orders. Another Philzilla. Hell yeah. And then my boy, can't forget about Candy Quest. Alright. Ain't nothing to it but to do it though. Let's get on the bike and run. We're gonna do some fall color tour. The leaves are just they're really turning, and I have a road that I want to go on, that I always go on. It's called Red Arrow Highway, Blue Star Highway, whatever, it depends on where you're at. And I haven't been that way in a bit, but I suspect it's gonna be a good time. Also, just realized I forgot to plug my phone in. Onward. Soon. Gloves? Yes. Got my Odins. They're all sun-baked, but these are going to be good in this cold weather. Probably just going to go ahead and preemptively get the hand grips warm. Got them custom grips. Yeah. Let's do it. Alright, so yeah, like I was saying before I got going, the purpose of today is just kind of test out a couple new things that I got. Put out a new ride video for you. Show you how the Connie's doing, show you how I'm doing. Yeah, it's just we're on borrowed time in terms of riding season up here. It's 50 something this week, and it's going to be back in the 60s next, so I'll try and get more riding in. I'm actually going to try and do some dirt riding. I'm thinking about maybe going this weekend. I may not. That'd be really cool if I do, though. But yeah, I gotta get some motorcycle riding in. Put some miles down on this baby. But speaking of other updates, if you're a subscriber of the channel, hopefully you've been keeping up with my new satire news bit that I've been doing. I've been having a ton of fun creating those news segments, and I think it's a niche of the motorcycle YouTube market that hasn't really been filled. It's like YouTubers talking about other YouTubers. Like, I'm a nobody, but I can speak about topics, and I have an interesting sense of humor, I would say. You know, it's a humble brag. Or at least I know how to use sound effects. So yeah, I've been putting those together, trying to get out weekly content. I'm trying to make at least one episode of The Squeeze, because I am the loose juice, so therefore a news bit for me has to be called The Squeeze, thanks to, I don't remember who came up with that. It might have been Whiskey Chaser or Philzilla, or those, my Discord boys in the Whiskey Chaser Discord. We have a good time in there. Go subscribe to Chase and join the Discord. Hang out with all of us. We have a good time. We talk through YouTube stuff, motorcycle stuff. I don't know, just lots of stuff, really. Damn, I'm hearing a lot of noise. Hopefully it's not completely blowing out the audio. It's the wind. Alright, since this is my first ride in this jacket, initial impressions are, this is a good jacket for somebody that's not my size. I don't know if you can see that, you probably can. My sleeves are just a little too short, and I'm noticing that my torso is a little too long for it. I thought it'd be alright, because it's, you know, you sit down when you're riding, you're not totally stretched out. But I was wrong. Oh, I got my helmet, my head helmet. Damn it, the vent, the top vent. Wow, words are difficult. I'm getting so much wind noise. But this isn't a review. You can see the trees. The trees are doing their thing. Getting all orange and red and green to orange and la-di-da, yellows. Michigan's got a lot of trees, and we have fall. Our seasons change. I quite enjoy that. Alright, so did I open that vent, or what did I do here? Oh. Another change I meant to do that I didn't do yet was I ordered one of those clip on the top extensions. This is already so tall of a windshield, but I am just so tall that I need a little extra to get the buffeting over the top of my head, and that will make a huge difference, hopefully. Like, I don't know if it really shows up on video. You can't. Oh, that was the other thing I changed. Well, I think you may have saw it, but the location of my GoPro is I hung it upside down and on the other side from the other helmet. Reason being is for this mount, I wasn't getting enough tilt with it the right side up on the holder, the mounting system, so I flipped it upside down so that I could tilt it back up to get you all seeing up instead of down at my dash, which, I don't know, I don't think it makes that big of a difference, but it is what it is, what it is. I don't know, so not sure how long this video is going to be, but I'm going to just kind of do my usual route over here. Maybe I'll take a detour somewhere else I've gone that just want to get some good sights, some good leaves. I like leaves, leavies, leaves. It's a Friday. I ain't got work tomorrow. I'm gonna hopefully sleep in. I've been on a sleep deficit. Earlier this week or last weekend, kind of a little bit of both, I was able to do an honor flight with my grandpa. And if you're not familiar with what an honor flight is, or if you're not from America, because I don't know if they do these for their veterans over in other countries, but for our veterans that served, and you know, they were in this case, it's if you were in World War II or the Korean War or the Vietnam War, or really any of the wars from World War II and on, because those are the only ones that the vets are still alive from. And yes, we did have one World War II vet on our flight, the honor flight. So what they do is, because I'm not getting to the point fast enough, is they fly these vets into DC to go to all the memorials. In Washington, D.C. I'd never been to D.C., but my grandpa was able to get on this list to get on the honor flight out of Indiana, so spent some time down in Lafayette, Indiana. We flew out on Tuesday, came back Tuesday night. It was a hell of a day. A lot of walking and up and down in and out of a bus for a bunch of 60 to 94-year-olds, but they got through it. And it was just amazing to come back. It's a smaller airport, so security is a little different. If you know where Purdue University is, it's the Purdue University Airport is where we flew out of. But on the way back, a bunch of family and community members and other veterans were there to welcome us as we stepped off the plane, and that was just an incredibly special moment, especially for those Vietnam vets like my grandpa, who, you know, I understand if you didn't agree with the Vietnam War. I don't personally think we should have been there, but that's not fair to treat those vets like they were the ones that made the decision to go to war. Most of them were drafted. My grandpa was foolish enough to sign up. He volunteered for it, he only spent 2.5 years, but I've heard that he said if I didn't go into the war, I would have been dead or in jail. So that tells you anything about him as a teenager. You know, this was the better option to keep him out of trouble. I don't know that he would have done it again. But yeah, it was a really special moment. I was really glad to have been a part of that. And maybe I'll throw a link to the news article discussing it. It's the Greater Lafayette Area Honor Flight. That was the chapter of the Honor Flight, which is a national program that they were the ones that got my grandpa out to DC, and I was his guardian because he is a little bit older, and they want somebody there to help in case something happens or if they need to be pushed around a wheelchair. It's really all about them, so we're doing whatever we can to get them there and have them enjoy the memorials. It is a little tough on them, but it's an important thing for those vets to go and see the memorials and kind of take the time to reflect on their time served and the heroes that were lost. And I don't know how else to say it other than it was just special. And I wouldn't consider myself a pro-war guy, but those men, they're built different, and they deserved it. And I'll leave it at that. Yeah, so continuing on the Leaf tour, welcome to autumn in southwest Michigan. I'm sure up north it's probably even more pretty. I'd love to get up there. Like I said, trying to get in the last bit of riding that I can before our riding season's over, and already seeing signs of snow in the UP. I think that's the Upper Peninsula for those of you that are unacquainted. Is that a word? Yeah. The uninitiated, sure. I don't know if you've ever looked at the state of Michigan on a map, but a good chunk of it actually comes up around Lake Michigan and then is above Wisconsin, and they call that the Upper Peninsula. I just moved to Michigan, so I'm not like totally loyal to the state or nothing, but it doesn't make sense to me at the very least. It's a little confusing how the state lines were drawn, because I would have thought that that would be Wisconsin or Canada, because yes, it's like you border with a waterway that is shared with Canada. All the, you know, the Great Lakes, that'd be Lake Michigan, Lake Superior, Lake Huron, Lake Erie. I don't know if I missed one, probably. We're practically in Canada up there. So yes, they are already kind of getting their first dustings of snow. I don't think anything will stick. It's still a little bit too early for that. But I'm excited for snow. A lot of guys in the north just kind of shut down, put the bike away for the season. Not me. Once the motorcycles go down, I can't ride on the street no more. I like to ride dirt bikes until it gets absolutely too cold. And then hopefully once it's absolutely too cold, there's enough snow on the ground to actually hit the trails up here in Michigan, because it's beautiful. There's a bunch of snowmobile clubs that maintain trails on private and public land. We pay licensing sticker to be able to ride those trails, and it's a really special part of living up here in the northern states. And I'm trying to, I own a few snowmobiles, and I'm trying to get my fleet ready so that maybe I can invite some YouTubers out my way, or maybe meet up a little bit further north once the snow hits, so that way I can share the experience of snowmobiling, because it's truly, it's like the motorcycle or ATV equivalent for winter though. I mean, think of all the fun you have on a motorcycle, but on the snow. And I don't know, it's a different experience. Yes, it's cold, but if you wear the right gear, you're not going to just go in your Harley leather jacket, go snowmobiling. You'll freeze your fucking dick off. They have special insulated gear for that. You have to wear pants, otherwise your knees will freeze. Ask me how I know. So yeah, maybe you've known somebody that had a little ditch banger that they let you ride around the field in your blue jeans and your normal jacket. And you're like, this sucks, I'm cold. Why do people do this? No. Nope. I want to show people the right way to do it. Even on old sleds. You get a heated visor. I know I'm pointing to it, you can't see that, but you get a heated visor for your helmet. You don't really need a special helmet per se, but you wear a balaclava underneath it to keep your head warm. You wear different gloves than these. These gloves would not work unless you really crank up your heated grips, because a lot of the sleds, all of my sleds have heated grips. It's a necessity. Otherwise your hands would go numb, you couldn't do anything. So yes, you do fight the elements, but I promise you, it's worth it. It's absolutely worth it. You get to see parts of the state that you could never get to on a snowmobile. And yes, a lot of it is cornfields, you're just jumping from field to field, but especially around here, you go through a lot of vineyards, and I'm trying to think, like, you actually go through some forests, depending on where you're at, and I don't know, man, if you've never just ridden through the forest, even casually, on a dirt bike or a four-wheeler, oh, there's a couple wild turkeys, they're always right there by the road. Hey, turkeys! Never really, I don't know. I don't ever see them in the road, but they're always hanging out right there. I think they know the rules. They're not that smart, but they're smart enough, you know? My God, this is really pretty. I gotta get up here again a lot more. Maybe get to other parts of the state further north. This is just absolutely fantastic. But yep, I don't know how long this one's going. I think I'm gonna close it out here. Maybe I'll do a little time lapse out. You can watch the leaves a little bit more without my stupid gabbing away, blah 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 blah. So I don't know. Enjoy it. Please go ahead and make sure you hit the like button. If you haven't done so already, go ahead and hit subscribe, and then I will catch you on the next episode, or the next episode of the Squeeze, my little shorter news bit segment. Go check that out. Yes, stay subscribed. Keep it loose.